All right, welcome to Coach's Corner from Coach's Corner number 3 from CoachScottFarley.com. And our topic today is practice planning. I'm a big believer in what Coach Pete Carroll of the Seattle Seahawks, formerly of USC, says about practice, that practice is everything. Like, you need to plan practice down to the minute, like really get deep down into the details so that every minute of what you're doing on the practice field correlates to what's going on in your game plan in your next game. You know, make sure those drills match up with what skills they're going to need, whether it's a daily fundamental drill or whether it's a drill that you've created to mimic what goes on in your game plan for the next game. So make sure you're doing that. Really focus on transitions. Train your kids to transition from one drill to the next quickly so that you're not wasting time. You don't have kids standing around either, and kids shouldn't be standing around either during those transitions or during your actual drills. And that's a little easier in some sports. If you're coaching volleyball, a volleyball court or a gym, it's easier to transition there than it is on a football field or a soccer field. So make sure that, you're really planning your practice to eliminate that downtime. Do as much conditioning, and this is where, if you keep them moving and you keep the drills short and quick, you can condition during those sport drills so you don't have to waste practice time doing conditioning drills. And speaking of conditioning, make sure you're not just driving them into the ground, that you're saving your legs for game time. Like, really find a way. Football's a little easier because you got all week to build up for a game. But if you're coaching another sport where you've got games sporadically throughout the week, it's a little harder to do, but you got to save their legs for game day so that they're going out there, not risking injury, and that they're able to go full speed because their legs aren't tired. Don't forget fundamentals. It's really easy, especially when you get to the varsity level, to think it's all about scheme and think it's all about game planning, but you've got to focus on those fundamentals. You watch NFL teams, NBA teams, major league teams, they're practicing fundamentals all the time. And longer's not better. Like, I've been around in coaching for 35 years, and I go back to where, during when I first came up, it was long, arduous 2.5, 3-hour football practices. And I really believe, you look at major college football, they're not on the field sometimes for longer than 90 minutes. Shorter is not better. It's all about how well you organize the practice and how much moving goes on and how much work they get done in a short period of time. It's about the amount of work that they do, not about the amount of time they're on the field. All right. Have a great week. Coach them up. Be that coach those kids need you to be.